So how's it feeling? Why don't you explain to the viewers?
Some things you can't put in words. Sometimes you just gotta.
There you go.
Always.
Okay. Welcome to Running Hot, the business insurance podcast. Today we have a very special guest, Shawn Barber, formerly of the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, Shawn.
What's going on? How everybody doing? Obviously, Shawn Barber, 10-year vet. I'm currently doing some health benefits package for the beginners group. But man, I'm so happy to be here. Let's start it up, man. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay. So, name of the game: 5 wings, 5 questions.
Gotcha.
Right. We have a 6th one though. It's the bonus question. It's optional. I'll do all these with you, but this one we'll give $1,000 to the charity of your choice.
Sweet.
If you are man enough, brave enough to do it.
I'll make a decision after we get to like 3. After the third one, I'll know if I'm capable to even think about 6.
Okay. Well, let's go. All right. So the first one: Bravado Spice Company. Magic is real. This is creamy herb and jalapeno hot sauce. This is mild though.
Okay.
We'll just do a little bit.
Listen, man.
That whole thing's okay.
Yeah, I mean, let me
right.
take over the show. Okay? Load of jalapeno, get it on the plate. Let's put it, smatter, sputter it. Get them wings nice and saucy.
Okay. All right, here we go. Wing 1.
Drummy 1.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
All right, let's talk.
All right. So, former professional athlete, played for 10 years. 3 teams? 4 teams?
4 teams.
4 teams, okay.
Commanders, Eagles came here, Kansas City Chiefs, and 2007 was my last year with the Houston Texans.
Okay. So now into the private world, now an employee. So tell me, what was the biggest part or biggest adjustment going from being a professional athlete to an employee?
Great question. I get asked that all the time. Going from football, little league, to high school, to college, to pros, everybody talks about the speed of the game. And so in competitiveness of football, the transition and the problems that come up with that is just everybody else is that much faster. The people you're trying to tackle, faster, bigger, stronger. The plays are a little bit more complicated. Same thing happened in life when you transition from professional sports into the business world. I started to do a little bit of coaching, a little bit of scouting, but then eventually I got into what I'm passionate about, which was insurance and the business development part of insurance. Just a networker by nature. That's just something I do, kind of help people connect the dots as far as insurance, property casualty, business insurance, health benefits packages. That was the world that I was going to have to learn about, and so I wanted to kind of bring everybody along. The hardest thing was just understanding what I didn't know, understanding that, man, listen, I haven't been in the business. Writing an email to my coworkers, letting them know I'm even going to miss a day was something that was just foreign to me, because in football, man, my schedule was already made out. Be here at this time. You're going to do this from, for an hour, then you're going to do this, then we're going to have lunch, then we're going to meet, and then we're going to be on the field. So everything in my day was just regimented, and now going into the business world, I became like the coach. So I was setting the table of what we were going to do, when we were going to do it, and just getting everybody on the same page, understanding the importance of communication, and just having everybody on the same page every day was probably one of the biggest struggles. Like I said, just learning how to write a proper email to my coworkers and my clients, let them know where I was going to be at.
Yeah, that would make football a lot less interesting if you emailed the quarterback and say you're coming in on a blitz.
The blitz. A-gap. Barber's coming to A-gap every time.
That's right. But you could be like Terry Tate and knock people out in the office. That'd be pretty cool.
He was my mentor.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. Let's see what we got next. Another Bravado Spice Company, Serrano and Basil.
Just so you know, on a 0 to 10, this was like a 0.5.
Okay, 0.5.
That one's smelling a little spicy.
Got a little vinegar base.
Yeah,
I can tell there's a vinegar base.
I'm from Carolina, so this going to take me back home. Take me home where I belong. Virginia, Mountain Mama. Yeah, that was immediate.
That's definitely got a little bit of vinegar, but it's good. That's good. What do you think?
I'm going to finish this one. That's how good it was. So good, I'm going to finish that one.
All right, so big family. A lot of kids, athletes, a variety of different sports.
Yes.
One is now a professional athlete. How hard has it been to be, dad and be supportive and be there, but also have the background as a professional athlete and balance the demands of those two?
Man, the weird thing about my kids is throughout their youth sports, they want to do everything to not listen to me, get away from me. Like, yes, you played professional football, but man, Dad, that doesn't mean you know baseball. It doesn't mean you know soccer or any other sport they try to do. So both of my oldest boys started off in youth baseball. One of them got smart enough. He was playing catcher, and he realized that the dads hang around at the backstop. And I would tell him how to set his feet, where to hold the glove, be a brick wall so the pitcher could throw curveball. Like, before every pitch, I was like, man, just micromanaging every move he made. So he got to high school and quit. He got to high school and said, listen, I'm going to get on that football field. The crowd's yelling so loud that I can't hear you anyway, and you just kind of get drowned out by the rest of the cheers. My second son comes along, and he's doing baseball too. He gets the furthest away from the backstop, so he goes to center field. His name's Noah Barber, amazing guy. He actually signed a free agent deal with the Royals, so he'll be part of the Royals organization from now to the probably future Royal star. So Noah Barber, good luck. I'm proud of you. But everything I've taught him in baseball, he tried his hardest to prove me wrong. So my concept of how his stance should be in the box. Man, get up to that plate, get all the way up to that line, make it tough for the pitcher so he can't get you an inside pitch. Well, he wants to get 2, 3. He wants to get as far off as he can. Telling Dad, I'm inviting that pitch to come inside because that's the pitch I'm taking over the fence. And I'm like, bro, I'm just telling you, you're giving him too much room to work with. Well, obviously, he's with the Royals now, so obviously he knew something I didn't. Proved me wrong. I was a big Kobe Bryant guy. I'm a Mamba guy, Mamba mentality. Well, my kids don't mess with Kobe. They're more of a LeBron. They want to wear the crown. They talking about respect. They talking about that kind of thing, legacy. And I never spoke to them about those kind of things because I'm a Kobe guy. But the fact that they didn't, just adopt what I said, they chose to find their own path, own passion, and use that to springboard themselves is something I'm proud of.
Bravado Spice Company, Crimson Hot Sauce. Maybe a shout out to KU, Rock Chalk Jayhawk, the Crimson and Blue.
This was a 3.
Okay, a 3. Well, this one has 3 peppers, and I believe on a scale of 5, that's kind of what they're trying to tell us. This is medium.
All right.
This is gluten-free and vegan, just in case you're, making sure.
My wife would appreciate that. She's a vegan.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah, let's get it going. Need some extra.
Oh, boy.
Prepare myself for some tears for later on. I wish the camera could see how much sauce I actually put on my plate compared to his.
The sauce on the plate doesn't matter. It's what you put on the wing.
He got 4 or 5 drops. I got half the bottle.
I also know this is going to be on camera, so I don't want to be all messy.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Sauce number 3.
Let me get mine in there. I like to show mine off. I show mine. Okay. It's a sauce dripping up from it, dripping from it.
That's got some good flavor. That's got some good flavor.
I'll go back for more. Ooh. Yeah, that helped me. On the third bite. The bite catches you on the third bite. Okay. Third chew.
That get you a little bit?
Yeah, that's a 6.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what that is before we even get to talking. That's a 6. Down and back. That's what my coach told me. Hey, anybody can go down and back. So this is like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. Work week's halfway over. It's down here from here.
Okay. So professional football player, employee, connector, a lot of philanthropic work here in Kansas City, really across the country. Speak in front of a lot of groups. I've seen you on different productions, podcasts. Maybe you don't get as nervous as some of other folks because you've been performing in front of people for years. But how do you get yourself prepared to give everybody your all, even when you might not be, fully sure of what's going to happen when you go out there.
I got you. So being aware that there's always going to be a curveball. No matter how much you prepare, there's always going to be some question that somebody from the audience, or there's going to be something, some wrinkle, some fold, some curveball in life that comes to kind of, maybe rock your confidence a little bit while you're performing. I guess I prepare for that. So in the hours, days, weeks before, man, I do a daily devotion each morning when I wake up, and I invite the Lord just to bring wisdom and knowledge to me, put me in front of people where I can be impactful, put me in front of people where I can have some purpose, and also this, again, continues to let me have some impact on society, young people, anybody who I'm meant to be exposed to and be a part of their life in a positive way. Continue just to show me how to be a part of that thing and be a part of it, whether it's speaking engagements. My podcast is called The Process. So you see this nice KCSN. Look that up, Shawn Barber, The Process. Each week giving nuggets of knowledge, how young people can continue to develop their information about the game of football, life, and then what is the Kansas City Chiefs doing on the field, right? But even when I'm preparing for that, it's not I'm not bullet pointing it. I'm not keeping myself boxed in on certain topics just to talk about. I'm just going with whatever is coming up on a daily basis. I'm working myself through that conversation. If that topic came up in my show, how would I acknowledge it, address it? I got a technique, it's called STAR.
Okay.
STAR. Stop, think, anticipate, and then respond. A lot of people, that last R is where they make the mistake because they react to life. Mm-hmm. So it's the reaction of what somebody does. Somebody, an external force does something to you, and then you react to it. And then that's usually the thing that gets you put in jail or in trouble or get you pulled over, get you arrested and all that kind of stuff. But if everything that happens in the world, no matter if it's in front of you or 1,000 miles away, if you just stop and think about it and think about how that's affecting those people, and then you start to respond to it, whether it's like you say, in a philanthropic way, donating money to a tornado that's destroyed a country or destroying an area, or responding to animal abuse, dogs or cats getting abused, whatever it is, when it pulls on your heartstrings, if you respond to that instead of react to it, it puts you in a much better mindset, puts you in a lot of peace in your life. Each day, just developing that STAR method, it puts me in an area where I think just overall in life, I think I'm. I feel like I'm out here doing a lot of good things for a lot of people that need some. They might not be as well off, or might be as happy as I am. So, making that part of my passion, my purpose of life.
Absolutely. No, I think responding is huge, and you're right. In business, a lot of people react. They get upset. Listen, business is personal. I know They say business isn't personal, but it is.
Yep.
But if you give yourself time to evaluate it, oftentimes the answer comes to you. Versus once you react, you can't take that back. So now you're gonna have to react again to however somebody. It just keeps going.
Snowball effect.
That's right.
And just in life, like saying with business, the way I prepare for a business meeting, I'm preparing for a client. I break them down to two different types of clients. I got prospects and suspects. So there's clients that come across my table. It's I get a list of all the C-suite, CEO, CFO, HR director. And so I'm looking at this company, trying to find out, do I have any natural connections with this company? And then I start to weigh out some of the pros and cons of the company, some of the things I have in common and don't have in common. How many phone calls, how many hours it might take for me to earn their business. And then there's companies who we've been, different producers in our company have been chasing for months and months and months, haven't got anywhere with it. Should we let that fish go? Is the time spent on that company trying to chase them down for their business worth what we're the time and effort we're delivering and we're exhausting as a company to try to get their business? Everybody kind of fits into one of those two barrels, and it takes say a trained eye, or you just take somebody who has the confidence to kind of work through those things to decide who's a prospect and who's a suspect.
All right, are you still feeling number 3? Are you still feeling number 3? You ready to go number 4?
As you can tell, I reset every time. Mm-hmm. Before we go to the next one, I'm always resetting myself. So like he's building up the heat, and I'm just back to right. After every wing, I'm back to 0. Mm-hmm. Everyone is just fresh new. I wish I had just some simple water here.
You do?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to mess with anything.
So this is milk by our sponsor, NavMD.
Ooh.
So we have milk here just in case you need to bail out.
No,
but it's soothing.
Come on,
it'll
bro.
Comfort you, right? You know, and then you also have to balance in the suspect and the prospect, and then the random person you meet at a golf tournament, right? Like I don't know how that works, but you know,
amazing story.
Yeah.
That's for the next podcast.
That's right. That's right. All right. So this one is Bravado Spice Company, Black Garlic Carolina Reaper.
See,
This is super.
they
hot.
already got you beat. That got you beat. The name of that one already. I saw the way you even named it. You didn't even give the rest of these no proper. This one was Carolina Reaper.
That's right.
Reaper. When they say Reaper on it, you automatically got you. No, I don't need no. I didn't smell none of the other ones. Well, I'm gonna smell this one. I don't need no. Oh my! When I talk about he put 3 drops on his plate, everybody's getting see, I know we got 6. Everybody get 1/6 of my plate. Bam.
Okay.
Long pour.
Okay.
Long pour.
Here we go.
I'm staying consistent with it.
Number 4. You can smell that now, right?
Lord,
Oh, I'm excited about this one.
I am a praying. I should have prayed before.
Here we go.
It's never too late to pray, Lord.
No, sir.
Bless food. Nourish my body and strengthen my soul. Show prove right there.
I'm going to be a delay kick. I'm just going to tell you. Haven't done this. I get you.
Shot, you gotta attack it.
Okay.
That's a 0 blitz right there. Mm-hmm. 0 blitz. Ooh, no safety help. That's an 8.
Okay. That's an 8. Number 4. Here we go. So, we talked about you being a connector. We talked about you bringing people together, kind of the suspect, the prospect.
Yeah.
So, tell me about one of the most interesting or challenging, however you want to phrase it, meetings about putting someone together. Like this, just it was oil and water, but you found a way to get it done. How'd you do it?
What?
You don't need to say who it was.
Okay. Let me try.
If you want to, you can.
No, I'm a to save the innocent. We scrub all the names to save the innocent. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty in this court of wings. One of the most difficult, right? It's going to always be the a client that was a suspect. Prospect means we don't really know nothing about them. I'm developing a book of business. I'm putting together all this information with the hopes of trying to find some natural connector to put one of my producers in front of their HR director or something. The toughest ones are always the companies that have kind of been on the hook. We've had numerous coffees, numerous dinners, golf outings, so it's not a time thing. They've seen the company. They know everything the McGinnis Group can do for them. But it's still something about that company that makes it that they haven't given us their business yet. And so usually, what I say is the multiple times that this has come to be a serious problem is when it's family involved. So you own a company, you're the owner, and you've made your nephew or your niece or your son the HR director, or even somebody maybe is in your family involved in the insurance business. And so they're working for maybe a competitor of mine. And as we look through the books, I'm seeing that there's some lineage, there's some names that sound similar, or there's some family members involved in the process. And so how to convince a HR director to have a discussion with the owner of the business is saying, hey, I want you to take the business away from somebody in your family and let a non-family member get a shot at serving us the best. It's a responsibility that everybody in that business has to do what's best for that company. And when we have a way, we have a path to saving everyone in that business healthcare dollars, every employee from top down, and saving the company as a whole money. Sometimes they have to reflect and understand that by them not doing their due diligence to allow someone to come in and look at the books and someone to come in and maybe do a due diligence overhaul of the process, they can be costing everybody more money. They're in charge of a company. The way they built that company can't be off of nepotism or any kind of family ties. It's got to be on you're doing the best thing for that company because you want that company to be successful. And if that's with the McGinnis Group and that's not with them, so be it. But they got to at least take the time to look over the numbers to see if they're doing right by their employees.
Absolutely.
Companies are frustrated with the spicy costs for health benefits. Most C-suite executives believe that benefits costs are way too spicy and feel that the number 2 expense on their P&L is running hot. With NavMD, we help you win business, lower costs, and save time. Join us on our mission to revolutionize health benefits, one plan at a time.
All right, I think a couple things. If you've noticed, he's not as crisp as he was before. That
Yeah,
spice is starting to get him.
Yeah,
How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm not moving as much. I'm feeling like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of. I told you once I got through 3, I was going to turn. Like, so I'm definitely getting to 6. I'm definitely getting to that last one somehow, some way, yeah. Yes, the hotter it gets, you start losing.
That's the crispness. It's your ability to just
the
articulate.
focus. Yeah, you can't articulate. You can't focus because I think some of the blood is starting to it's going to your hey. Do you have some common sense? This don't make sense to be doing this just for fun. Like this is not normal, not ordinary. I'm gonna come out this sweatshirt after a little bit. Let me let you know that this sweatshirt, no matter if I love KCSG or not, I love my podcast, I love the process, but eventually I'm gonna come about this and get down to my T-shirt for them last 2 probably. So
okay, all right. Number 5. We're to number 5. This is Bravado Spice Company, garlic and arborol.
I don't even know what that means, but
well, it's not arborol. There's a little tilde up there. It's Morga Scorpion hot sauce. This is super hot.
Okay, another one of your words.
Not to be confused with the super hot Reaper. This is super hot Scorpion.
Yeah. Ooh, it's thick. Mm-hmm. That's nasty.
Oh yeah, here's the cap.
Spicy.
Hey, you've done a great job.
No doubt.
I've enjoyed watching your process through the different heat levels.
No pump.
All right, you ready? Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, I think I got too much on that one.
What if you put a pool on your plate? That's what
I know I got too much on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing the mistake I'm making already. Slightly licking my lips.
Oh yeah.
I should do like you. I should, take the bite and wipe my lips. The licking lips that's adding some. Yeah,
You don't want to get it on your hands because you naturally touch your face. That's 1 tip. And 2, you never lick your lips because all you're doing is redistributing.
I know.
You also don't want to take your saliva and move it around.
Too late.
Too
late for all that. All right, let's get to the question.
All right, so everybody always has that one person or 2 people that made a great impact in their lives. And usually there was something either anecdotal or very wise they share with you, like a mentor.
Yes.
So maybe that one person that said this one thing to you, and you probably repeat it to yourself once a week, if not once every other week. Who was the person and what did they say?
So, besides, like I said, from a daily devotion standpoint, I listen to a lot of podcasts of like Tony Evans. And it's just totally like renewing and rewashing my spirit, my soul from a spirituality standpoint. When you talk about my actual day to day, I realize that everybody I'm meeting might not have the same passion or the same spirit or the same purpose for religion that I do. So you got to find something to be able to reach people where they're at, right? My tongue gets a little fat. The spice caught me up a little bit on that one. But there was a young man, and he was my next door neighbor. So growing up, my dad was very purposeful in telling me one thing. Our next door neighbor ran a youth program, and it was called Virginia Randolph Rams. And they had basketball, baseball, and football. And so he told me as a young man, about 5 years old, whenever Mr. Stocks comes by to knock on the door to invite you and say, hey, is your son playing with us this season? The answer is always yes. You're always going to play. There's never a moment or a season in sports that you're not going to at least make yourself available to the team. If there's not room for you on the team, he doesn't knock, then you don't want to play, so be it. But if he ever knocks and gives you the opportunity, you say yes. He didn't coach the teams himself. He just ran the program. And so he would refer to me as doctor. Hey, doctor, young doctor, doctor this, doctor this. And so for my youth, for my young life, there was something in me that thought that he saw something in me that made him call me doctor. So much that when I got to the University of Richmond, I graduated University of Richmond, I started out as a pre-med. That was I just thought that this man had seen something in my life that wanted me to be a doctor. He saw me as an educated young person, an intelligent person, and so I wanted to make that come to fruition. So I actually started my college goals as far as my degree goes in pre-med. Now, after a semester of doing the labs, I had a point-something grade point average, and I was about to fail out of school. So I had to adjust and fall back into what my current major was, which was business development, business administration, and then I had a minor in leadership. I hope I didn't let Mr. Stocks down. I don't have a PhD. I did never get my doctorate in anything, but I did do very well at University of Richmond. The way I talk to and approach young people is to just uplift them, make them know that yes, you are enough, you are special, you're perfectly imperfect in your own way, and I do that with pretty much everybody I meet.
That's awesome. Well, unintentionally, I think you probably named this episode "The Court of Wings" earlier.
Yeah.
When you were talking about who's innocent in the Court of Wings.
Oh, that one's guilty.
I picked it.
that sauce right there it's living. It's kicking my butt all around my gums and everything. So
okay. Well, we're on to the sixth. If you would like to take this journey.
Oh, listen! I made my mind up after 3. I said yes to 6. So. Okay.
Let me tell you this is named.
Really, I would like to tune you out.
Nope.
I would like to tune out all your descriptions of it because the word Reaper, the word Scorpion was pretty spot on. So
if you need a reset, our milk sponsor, NavMD,
tell them about it.
They can help you. This can coat your stomach, prepare you for this next because this one by Grinders, we've pivoted. Mm-hmm. This one by Grinders is called Death Nectar.
Why not? It's for charity.
This is 337,000 Scoville. So this is pretty hot.
I have no idea what that means, but
it means it's hot. So I'm warning you. By the way, please let everybody know you're doing this of your own fruition. This is your own choice.
Yes.
You're not going to hold any of us liable if you start crying spontaneously.
No, it's all business.
Look at that. Look at that. Mm-mm. Woo! Woo! Now, pour it on the plate, and just we don't need to roll this whole thing. Just give it a tap. We're not mean. We're not cruel here.
Listen, man, I ain't gonna let you put your money to waste. So I'm gonna give it a good go. I know the results is gonna be what it is at this point.
Now, do you have a charity in mind yet, or are you gonna think about that?
So, about 3 years ago, we created the Barber Family Foundation faith charity, and what we do is I donate. I put in about $5,000 a year, and I actually ask my kids to kind of design or to make suggestions during the year how to invest it, whether we go into REITs or we go into hedge funds or the bioscience sphere or whatever market. A couple years ago we did Bitcoin. So whatever investment tool we want to use that money to go in for that calendar year. And then at Thanksgiving, I have 5 boys and a girl. So each kid brings a topic, a nonprofit, and they explain it to the family. Last year, one of the nonprofits was HEN, Homeschool Education Network. Rhonda McAfee and her daughter have started a homeschooling network of how to help parents become more involved, not just for homeschool kids, but just in general for every parent that's trying to help their kids with their homework. Let's try to and empower parents to be more involved in the learning process when it comes to their kids. And so we've donated money to the Hen. We donated money. The spice for that last one is still affecting my memory. Lonnie Johnson, a member of my church, he's one of the men's ministry heads. He does, he does work with like inmates getting out, trying to get them reacclimated into the working world. Sometimes they need a little head start with housing or just to have that second chance. So I don't know the name of it right now, but it's kind of like a second chance ministry. And that's through Church of the Harvest, Lonnie Johnson. And then the last one was Mother's Refuge. Mother's Refuge, my wife has been donating to that since we got here in Kansas City. They do an awesome job of having to protect women, some women who are on the run, some women who are just single moms, who just need a break, who needs, to find somebody to kind of give them some resources to get on their feet, whether it's the next job or business suit or resume building, whatever they need. Sometimes it's just prayer, just somebody to give them some spiritual renewal. But so Mother's Refuge, the Hen, Hen, Homeschool Education Network, and then Lonnie Johnson's Second Chance Ministry. Those are the three that my family, the Barber family, Faith Foundation has given money to the last calendar year. And so, like I said, every Thanksgiving we bring up some new organizations, and then as a family we vote on them after Thanksgiving's over, and then at the end of the year we make a donation.
That's awesome. Get everybody involved in the education. I mean,
yes.
That's business tutelage. It's talking about philanthropic efforts. It's really great. Cheers. I'm encourage you. Don't wipe this whole thing. This is dangerous. Just give it a nice little dip, right? Nice little dip, so it's on there. Now, if we could get a timer on the screen, I'm not sure it's possible, but it'd be great, because what's going to happen is it's going to hit you in about 5 seconds of just the first part of the heat. But that's not really it. At about 35 seconds is really where it's going to get you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Number 6 for
I'm
charity.
I'm waiting to see how much of the wing you actually eat along with it.
I'm going to eat the whole piece.
Okay, I'm just
because if I don't, my lips are going to touch it.
Okay, let's see.
I'm smart.
For the Hen, for Mother's Refuge, for Second Chance Ministries.
So how's it feeling? Why don't you explain to the viewers?
Some things you can't put in words. Sometimes you just gotta. Yeah.
You ready for question 6?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell you that's not hot. That's hot. I can feel the heat. It's certainly there. But I've done this for a while, so
okay.
I'm letting it hit my brain. All right. So question 6. Everybody has something that they do that if anyone else really knew that they did as a ritual or something, they wouldn't want them to know. Like maybe they sing in the shower, and I was listening to you sing ABC earlier. Maybe when they do something really cool, like Willie Mays Hayes from Major League would come out and dance. Joe Boo, that's right. Everybody has some kind of ridiculous ritual, but they don't want anyone to know because it's a little bit embarrassing. Maybe you'd be jamming to Taylor Swift and, got a picture of Travis Kelce out there. What is your one embarrassing thing for the charity?
Oh, man. It's
Can
kind
you
of hard.
count to 10?
Not really.
It's
kind of
right
hard.
now.
I understand the question you asked, but like right when you try to think about an answer, you start thinking about your mouth again. So it's like in between thoughts, when you're trying to think of the next sentence, your mouth, it's like pin cushions, like your tongue doesn't cooperate, like there's something going on. So let me think of a quick answer. Let me think of something that makes sense right now, because that sauce don't make no sense. Why anybody would even develop that in life is pointless to me. That's like,
I mean, Death Nectar. You don't know why they created something like this?
No, that's silly.
It's hot.
A lot of things in life are stupid. That's beyond. That's idiotic to make something like that and expect people to even think about putting it in.
Maybe instead of asking a sixth question in the future, what we could do is
I really don't. I don't even know what you asked me right now. Like, that's the problem. Like, I know it has something to do with what did you ask me, bro? Like, seriously, you asked me a question that had to do with silly ritual.
Yeah, like a silly ritual. Just
this right here. This right here is a silly ritual. To prepare myself and get ready for a game, at times when I would first get to the stadium, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a cigar smoker. I like a nice bourbon. I like a little Old Elk. That's a bourbon of my choice. Cigar choice is Padron. I didn't enjoy those finer things when I was playing. I was more of a Henny, a little bit of Hennessy, and I smoke a Black and Mild. So me and my teammate, I would find other guys that smoke cigars, and we would sit out in the parking lot. Boom, pull up. I would sit in my car, listen to music. Then we would find us 3 or 4 guys, my man Indy Kalu, Kennard Lang, Marco Coleman. 4 of us would sit in somebody's car, put the windows down, have a Black and Mild, talk about what we were going to do to this opponent, this other team. We were going to kill the quarterback. We was going to send the running back to the hospital. We were going to make this offensive line be having nightmares about us. And then right when we finished that Black and Mild and had a little shot of Henny before the game, we would press play. The song was Lose Yourself, Eminem. In the music, the moment, you only got one shot. And by the time that song was over, we were crying. We were looking at each other like, bro, they can't wait to get on that field and just destroy something. And we did that every game. And as I've been talking about that, like mentally, I've kind of like turned back the page to get back in that mindset. And that's probably what has made some of the fire, the pin cushions go away. So I'm kind of mind tricking myself.
There you go.
If I was a Vulcan, the mind
I like
spot.
It. Yeah, there you
hit
go.
The mind milk.
There you go.
Get into your mind.
Ooh. Well, Shawn Barber, McGinnis Group, formerly of the Kansas City Chiefs, took down 6 sauces, 6 questions.
Oh, I just licked my lips. Bad mistake. Whoop, bad mistake there, buddy. Bad mistake.
We appreciate you being here today. Loved hearing everything from you. Thank you again to NavMD, our milk sponsor. Anyway, Shawn, it was a pleasure. Thank you for being here. Guys, thanks for watching Running Hot, the Business and Insurance Podcast. We look forward to seeing you at the next episode.